Trunks. I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots. You found a power key. Go slot it. That's a new power key. Place it now. Transfer is headed your way. Take it now.
Better not come here, man.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. Flying Nimbus! Great. You know what to do with that key. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick! An ally needs your help! We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. Flying Nimbus!
Hopefully it'll stay at level 2 for a bit.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
You're a big help. Stay calm. Stay calm. Holy hell.
I think that's our transfer. Use it to hold
Wait,
the enemy. An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Okay, stay calm. Time to bounce!
I owe you one.
That was a close one.
Lost, sort of. Oh, we got one.
Watch out for enemies.
Yeah, the water.
Great. You know what to do with that key.
Oh, come on! Give me a freaking break.
The startup system for the super time machine is ready. Head
You
there
got stuck for
now.
a second.
I sent a new super transfer. Sorry, that'll have to do for now. I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them. An ally needs your help. You don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Took it so long to grab that transfer, man.
The startup system. System's under attack. It's dangerous, so tread carefully if you want to get closer.
You already know that.
Thanks!
The startup system is under attack.
Got to fight now.
Stop it if you can, but retreat
Fly
if you need
Nimbus!
to. Got it?
Holy hell.
Oh my god, bro. You got killed. I level 4 is about to get cooked anyway.
Ally down!
Not even one hit.
If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. This is bad. Somebody down! Extreme caution if you're going to help them. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Yeah, man, just like that, everyone's killed. Man.
hereby plan on ripping this one apart before he is able to be pulled down under, and so hurry it up and fight your way out of being dragged right under, because you and I have a little score to go and settle, Vegeta shouts, as I plan on settling it indefinitely, since this one here thinks that he is the real deal when he is far from the original, and so now hurry and climb out of that wormhole and come and show me on what you're made of. But then, it was only just before Vegeta even had the opportunity in reaching the Shadow Demon clone version of himself before he was shown getting pulled right under was when Orange Piccolo then went on to quickly respond, "He's gone, Vegeta, and because there is no telling on where that thing was taken or perhaps what those things are planning on doing next, we can't simply go by risking it and having to stand around here and complain about it when you and I both know that this war involving these demons is very far from being over, and so we'll need to go and remain focused at the task at hand before we end up losing ourselves," as Vegeta went on to then quickly respond, "Curse these things, as I just know that if our battle had been drawn out for just a little while longer," Vegeta says, "then I know I would have went and buried that creature beneath the weight of my full power by atomizing his remains and proving that the original will always be superior when compared to a knockoff copy," to which as Beast Gohan was then shown having to quickly interject himself was when Gohan then went on to quickly respond, "Well, never mind that for now, because there is still a lot of work that needs to go and be done here, and while these things are still continuing to go and stand up against us here," Gohan continues, "we've got to go and try and use everything within our ability to hurry and destroy these monsters before they end up getting worse for us in the meantime," Gohan adds. Then so while there are still things that are currently going on that may in fact be outside of both of our controls and current understanding from within the moment, Gohan continues, "this is now going to be our one and only chance for us to go and seize this opportunity and having
Next
it
match
go
should
and
begin
tip within
soon.
our favor in wiping these creatures out once and for all, so that way we can go and try to find and help Whis out in having him defeat Lord Raijin for good," to which it was only just as Shadow Demon Gohan was from that point then shown having to knock Beast Gohan directly towards Capsule Corporation was when Dr. Hedo then went on to quickly respond, "Oh no, as I don't like the looks and sound of all of that shaking that's going on all around out there, and so are you sure that we shouldn't just go and leave and get as far away from this place that we possibly can?" Dr. Hedo says, "because you and I both know that if this doesn't stop, then the whole building is going to come crumbling down on all of us," with Bulma responding, "We are not leaving Capsule Corporation behind, Dr. Hedo, no matter how bad or how intense things wind up getting around here, and so stop complaining and just trust me here, okay?" But it was only just upon with Beast Gohan now being shown having to crash right through Capsule Corp and having to land right in front of Bulma and Dr. Hedo was when Dr. Hedo then went on to respond, "Oh, trust? Well, pardon my unenthusiastic ignorance for saying this, but are you seeing what's going on here? We've got to go and hightail it out of here as quickly as we possibly can while no one is watching us, because they are now beginning to go and bring the fight on over directly to us, and so this is not good, Bulma. And as you and I both know that if we don't go and do something about any of this soon," Dr. Hedo continues, "then we'll only end up in having to go and lose our lives here within the process, along with everything that we have been working very hard and having to develop, not unless of course you may in fact actually have a plan here that I wasn't made very well aware of, and so what do you think that we should go and do here, Bulma?" with Bulma responding, "Well, we aren't just going to go and bail out and leave everyone stranded behind, but I do in fact actually have a plan that just came to mind here," Bulma says, "which we'll need to go and hurry and share with Gohan since he's already here with us, as I trust Gohan here more than anyone else with what I'm about to go and instruct him with, and so now while we have the chance, we have to go and hurry," Bulma says, "as I will need for you to go and release the security code on the armbands chamber, because it's better for us to go and use every possible measure that we can go and get our hands on to win while we at least have a fighting chance here, Dr. Hedo. And as I'm only telling you this because there is no telling on how this is going to go if this ends up continuing, and so we'll need to go and act on our research and technology fast," with Dr. Hedo then having to quickly respond, "The armbands, right then, I'm on it, as both the security and defensive reinforcement measures have now been deactivated," Dr. Hedo says, which we will only now just have to wait around 90 more seconds until the chamber doors can automatically be opened, as Bulma then went on to address Gohan by shouting, "Gohan, wait, as I know that there may not be a whole lot of time left, but I want to go and give you something that me and Dr. Hedo have been working on that I strongly do believe will go and help you guys out tremendously, and so just give me a second before you go," Bulma says. And as because I'm telling you right now that you might want to go and hear the two of us out just before you go back out there, and so just stay, with Dr. Heddle then being shown having to respond. And not to mention that judging by how that demon had just went and flung you across the city and straight into Capsule Corp like that, then you're going to need far more than just brute force here, because what Bulma and I have been working on here just might go as far as to go and save your life out there, just in case if you end up finding yourselves in a very difficult situation. And so here, right now, and so just like how Dr. Heddle had mentioned, take these here, Bulma went on to then stick her arms out by responding, as you will need this just in case of an emergency, as Dr. Heddle and I had went and created a new fusion method in case the older variations happen to fail. Bulma continues, as these right here are what we like to call our CC fusion armband devices, so trust me when I say that you just might end up in having to need these in case things continue to go from bad to worse out there. But just to know that these armbands aren't just your ordinary fusion devices here either, for we had engineered them with a new frequency calibrator, Bulma says, which ultimately means that they stabilize the fusion link through adaptive neural syncing, which in simpler terms, they keep your energy balanced out so that way the fusion lasts much longer than the fusion dance or the Potaras, Bulma says. And so now hurry and go and put one of these on, and go put the second armband onto whoever you figure out and who you want to go and fuse with right now, Gohan, with Gohan being shown having to respond. Wait, you two went and created a whole new fusion method through the means of having to go and put those armbands on, Gohan questions? And just how exactly is that going to work against those demons out there? Because what if those things just wind up and not having to work or something? For I've never went and tried fusing with anyone outside of Dad before, so how sure can you be that this fusion method is absolutely going to work? With Dr. Heddle responding, well, with the CC fusion armbands, you don't need to go and worry about symmetry or timing, as the armbands automatically regulate your combined energy in compensating for any fluctuations between you and your partner of your choosing in real time, which on top of it all, the CC armbands are designed to redistribute stress points during combat in order to minimize any damage that is done onto you, which in simpler terms means that you'll be better suited to go and survive out there in case you are hit by something massive, with Bulma then being shown having to chime in. Right, and so now listen to me carefully, Gohan. Do not let these armbands go and be taken off no matter what, for they are the very lifeline to your fusion, and if either armband were to go and be ripped off by accident or by force, then your fusion will end immediately, with Gohan being shown responding, well then if that's the case, and if you are absolutely certain that these fusion armbands are going to go and give us the much needed edge over these monsters and finally having to go and put an end to this chaos once and for all, then so be it, Beast Gohan shouts upon being shown dashing back outside. So while I'll go and make sure that we don't go crashing into Capsule Corp like that again, Gohan adds, I'll go and keep what you both said about these armbands in mind just before they are used, as I think that I may in fact actually have the perfect person in mind as my choice to go and do this fusion with. But first, I have a little bit of unfinished business to go and attend to, Gohan shouts upon being shown dashing right through the entire city. And so now come back here and let's go and get this battle back on track between us, Gohan shouts, because whether or not you are a shadow clone of me or not, you will never be able to destroy what I am, demon. But then, it was only from across the field, with Beerus being shown having to land right next to full-powered Super Saiyan 3 Broly and having to oversee Sugami down on the floor, was when Beerus then went on to quickly respond, well, that didn't take very long now, did it, demon? As I'm sure that you must be under incredible amounts of stress and pain after going through everything that Broly here had went and put you through. However, little worm, I don't think that you and I are quite done here, Beerus continues, because there is still far more for Broly here to go and show you, isn't that right? As a matter of fact, why don't you go on and continue to show our little friend over here on exactly why both he, along with his demonic army, stand absolutely no chance in having to destroy you, Saiyan. To which all the while in the meantime, as this was shown happening within West City, as we then venture on over and having to make our way inside of Goku's home, we only now take a look and seeing as to how desperate Goku was in having to search his entire house and finding something, as Goku then went on to respond, oh come on, now where is it? Because I just know that it has to be around here somewhere, since I already just ran by the entire house and trying to go and look for this thing. And so where in the world did I go and put that thing? Because I doubt that Chi-Chi had went and found it and just threw it away like that. And so while I'm more than certain that she just couldn't have gone and thrown it away, then which cabinet could it be inside of?
Come on, man.
Questions. As
Should
I'll
be in
need to
about
go
2
and
minutes.
hurry it up before something similar to what happened with Raijin winds up happening again here. And so where is it? As I just know that I had it kept tucked away inside one of my old orange shirts here, but well, since I forgot that I had so many of these, that little Omni button could be anywhere. But let's see, come on, let's see if I'm lucky, because this was one of the first places that I should have went and checked when I first got here. But come on, wait a second now, wait, could it really be? All right, Goku shouts. I finally found it, and there it is, Zeno's little personal go-to Omni button. As I'm sure glad that Chi-Chi didn't just go and throw this away after she had went and washed my clothes. But now that I have exactly what I was looking for, it's time that we go and pay those little Zennies a
What's up,
quick
Super
and
Saiyan?
friendly little visit, since, well, I don't really want to just go and call for either one
Next
of
match
them
is about to
come
begin in a minute.
here, because, well, we all
So for
kind
two.
of already saw on what went down with Trunks' timeline, and so here goes nothing then. To which it was only moments after the fact, with Goku now being shown pressing the Omni button and now having to find himself on the Omni King's homeworld, was when Goku then went on to continue. And alright, there we go, as I knew that this was bound to go and work and having me finally be able to go and reach them, but just what in the world is that?
Can you hear me?
Flying Nimbus!
It's Trunks. I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
Yeah, later.
That won't work. Someone! No need for impatience. It's your turn.
You found a power key. Go slot it. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
Flying Nimbus!
I'm trying to speed for you up there.
What you fail to realize is that this race deserves to end. Greetings!
Of course, he passed me all the way over there, probably.
That's a new power key. Place it now. Great. You know what to do with that key.
You want to put the key right there.
Before we begin,
This is bad.
one
Somebody's
small
down.
detail.
Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Stunted efforts will have no effect on the inevitable. I'd hope. Blasted.
Hey, great. You found another power key. Use it quick.
Welcome. Thank you. Close.
down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Greetings!
I think anyone's saying that E-key.
Flying Nimbus!
An ally needs your help. You don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Pretty sure you do. Captain that person.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
What's the big idea?
Access the startup system from the central area. Just a little more to go, then you're done.
I need one more cube to get to my level 2.
I sent you a super transfer. Use it to hold the enemy back. The startup system's under attack. It's dangerous, so tread carefully if you want to get closer. An ally needs your help. You don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Take on.
Let's stay magic. My eliminate
You're done! Help!
I'll send some squads to help. Make good use of them. Under attack. Stop it if you can. Retreat if it needs you. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Just missed. Got him. MVP.
Get me.
Definitely passed that match. I think he was only level 1 though. He's still on. Jeez, leveled up. 3200.
ads, for it looks to be some kind of a massive barrier that appears to be surrounding and encasing this entire place. But do the Omni Kings not happen to know about this or something? Because they just couldn't have went and missed this along the way, because while I can sense their presence from within, do they not happen to just so know that there's a massive barrier that appears to be sealing them both inside from within? And wait, are those the Super Dragon Balls as well? But the Super Dragon Balls, but they somehow happen to look a little different here as well. Like, they're somehow a lot smaller than how I remember them being, as there also appears to be some kind of a weird flowing glow of energy that seems to be swirling all around them here. But just what exactly does any of this mean? Well, whatever is going on around here, Goku continues, isn't something that we have a whole lot of time to go and try to figure out here, and so I'll have to go and hurry and go inside and see if the Omni Kings know about all of this, and so I'll need to go and stay sharp out here, which is simply because even if I am seemingly in the clear from having to go and deal with those demons down there, Goku adds, if I were to go and make one wrong move here, then I just might trigger something that I won't be able to go and undo later, and so I'll need to go and hurry and just explain myself after I go and find them, because unless they are just to come bursting out of these doors here, then I have no other choice but to hurry and go look for them. To which, as Goku went on to then burst open the palace doors, was when Goku then went on to continue, but where do I even go and start is the question here, because this place is just massive, and with their palace now having to hold so many rooms for me to go and look within, those two could virtually be anywhere in this place, and so I'll just need to go and try to hurry and check as many rooms as I possibly can, because not only do I not have a whole lot of time on my hands here, with the others having to go and count on me, I can't just go and let everyone down after coming this far already. To which it was only shortly after, with 15 minutes having to then pass by, with Goku finally discovering the room in which both of the Omni Kings just so happened to have been sleeping within, as Goku then went on to quickly shout, "Hey, yeah, there you both finally are, as I've been looking all over this place for you little Zennies, and so it's really good to see you." Hey, wait, are they both sleeping? Oh, you've got to be kidding me here. No, but how could they just go and be passed out like this and not realize on what in the world is happening out there, Goku questions. Oh, come on, you two, don't go and do this to me, especially not now. And so now please wake up, because we really need you guys now more than ever. Come on. Well, they're breathing steady, but there doesn't appear to be any signs of pain on them or anything, and so now please wake up if you can hear me, Zeno-sama, for we need you both now more than ever to come and help us, and so now open your eyes and wake up, little Zenny. Oh, come on, why aren't either one of you able to go and hear the sound of my voice and wake up again, Goku questions. Oh, come on, little Zenny. As what else am I supposed to go and do here if you aren't able to go and hear the sound of my voice or even sense my presence? And so now come on, as I just know that the two of you can go and hear me under there, and so now hurry it up and open your eyes, you guys. Oh, come on, you little squirts, wake up, wake up, wake up, Goku shouts. Oh, this isn't the best time to have you both go and take a nap here. Oh, and so damn it, Zennies, just open your eyes and snap out of it. Oh, what's wrong with you two? How come you can't both hear me? Oh, darn it. As I just know that I'm going to regret this if they go and stop and think about what it was that I just did here after they wake back up again, but, well, I'm all out of options here, and so I'll just have to go and hope that they aren't able to actually see me while I do this, Goku continues. And otherwise, I'm more than certain that they'll just end up wiping everything out if they do, and so now here goes. To which it was only then within these very moments now, as Goku was beginning to slap both of the Omni Kings across the face extremely hard to try to get them to wake back up, was when Goku then went on to quickly continue. Oh, geez, well, I'm sorry that I have to go and do this, but now wake up, Zenny. The multiverse is in danger, and we need for the both of you to go and help us save it. And so now wake up, Zenny. Snap out of whatever you are both dreaming about, and let's get moving. Oh, darn it, and that goes for you as well, future Zenny, or, well, whichever timeline this one just so happens to be from. And so now wake up, Lord Zeno, as we are going to need all of the help that we can possibly go and get if we hope to make it out of this with our lives intact, and so now wake up, Lord Zeno. Oh, come on, just open your damn eyes and stop dreaming along the way because we need you, Goku continues. And so don't make me go and have to smack you both any harder than how I am right now, and so please just open your eyes and wake back up, Zennies. Wait, they're moving. Yes, Goku says. They're finally moving, but are they going to go and catch on to what I just did to go and wake them both back up is the question here, because, well, I'll have to go and be quick to think of some kind of an excuse if they do, but I'm not really entirely sure on where this is about to go here, but I'll just need to go and trust that they'll be cool about this. And so, oh, Zennies, can you both hear the sound of my voice under there? It's me, Goku. Oh, come on now. To which it was only moments after, with both of the Omni Kings then being shown having to finally wake back up, was when the present Omni King then went on to quickly respond. Oh, what's with all that noise, future me? And why does my face hurt and feel a little warm all of a sudden? Oh, and how long was I out for? With the future Omni King responding, well, I don't really know myself because my face hurts a little now too, but I was also passed out, and so I don't really know on how long we were both out for, with Goku then having to shout, "Hey, it worked! You're finally awake!" And boy, oh boy, does it feel really good to say that I'm glad to finally see the two of you again, Lord Zennies. As it has been a little bit of a while now, hasn't it? Well, either way, I'm still glad to see that you are both still here and at our side. To which, as both of the Omni Kings then went on to finally notice Goku, was when both of the Omni Kings, beginning with the present, then went on to quickly shout, "Hey, look over there, future me, it's Goku! Hi there, Goku! As it's been such a long time since we have last seen you, and so, well, thanks for going and making all of that noise when you did and having to go and wake us both back up, because we were so excited to have you back here alongside us and having to now see you again." Yeah, and I agree, the future Omni King then went on to chime back in, but what brings you here today, Goku? And did you just so happen to see the Grand Minister upon having you go and come here? With Goku responding, "Yeah, well, about that actually, because although it's good to see you both as well, little Zennies, I actually can't say that I did see the Grand Priest anywhere after I got here. Well, because he simply wasn't here. Nobody was actually, but I really don't mean to go and muddy the waters here so soon, but we seem to have a little bit of a problem on our hands, which, well, there's a lot for me to go and get into, but I'll need for you both to go and just come with me so that way you can go and take a look outside, so that way the two of you can go and see as to exactly what I mean, okay? Because, well, it's kind of important, and so I'll explain along the way as we go get a move on, because there's really a massive barrier that seems to be caging you both from within, and so now follow me, you guys, Goku shouts. And so now, while I know that you both might seem a little confused by all of this, but that's the truth of the matter, Goku continues upon being shown having to run outside of the palace, and with that crazy demon god named Raijin having to not only go and use his Dark Master demons along with his army to go and use the Super Dragon Balls to make the wishes that he did, but on top of it all, he also just so happens to have 2 of those 3 configuration cubes, which ultimately now means that he is only one step closer towards seeing this Omniverse that he kept talking about for himself. And so you can go and say that a lot has happened since the two of you went to sleep, which is why if we don't go and hurry and do something to go and stop that demon god Raijin from collecting that final cube, then there's simply no
I beat him with base Goku. Nice. How are your Qs tonight? 3200 XP right now. Percentage.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks! Nimbus! I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch.
Like one match, each
Find
match
the
you
power
basically
keys,
level up.
then place them in the right spots. You found a power
there's no
key.
sword.
Go slot it.
Right now, for me, I'm getting failed to connect group members a lot. Like I'm matching, right? But it's taking a long time. But then it says failed to connect group members, so I'm kind of stuck within the 5 to 10 minutes. This is only my third match. Find food. Bro, I don't know if it's my internet or the Raiders, but it's not working right now.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. That's a new power key. Place it now.
Oh, how this guy got to level 3 so fast. Jocko, what's up? What's that?
Great. You know what to do with that key.
Anyways, let me go back to these. This guy got to a little bit.
You're my savior.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. Flying Nimbus!
Please go. This match is a loss, though.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Flying Nimbus!
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use
If no one
it
saves
quick.
that person, then it's a good time machine. So.
You actually think you have what it takes to beat me now, don't you?
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. The escape time machine's ready to launch. Ignore the power keys. Get out of there. There's a beacon where the blue light is. Do you see it? Head that way fast.
Oh, Nate's fault, bro. What you doing over here in the first place?
I've sent the escape time machine. Use it to get out of there.
So I'll tell you what this guy did wrong. The person was about to die, which means the escape time machine was gonna come. He was in the sky shooting a super attack, right? So after he shot a super attack, you can look down and see us. The guy went and planted the key. Cell saw where we planted the key. He came over to us, he sensed, killed me, and the guy got away. So that's how you do not play the game. What you do is wait for the person to die, wait for the escape time machine to come, wait for Cell to go the other way, and go to the escape time machine. There was no reason to plant the key. You just gave away our location. So, thanks a lot, bro.
No telling on how bad things are going to end up getting around here, which is why we must hurry and get moving now. Wait, did you say that this demon god from the demon realm had went and did all of this just so he could go and find all 3 of the ancient configuration cubes so that he can go and try to gain access in crossing over into the Omniverse by using them, the present Omni King questions? And so you're saying that that's where all of this seems to be coming from? That demon god named Raijin was the one who went and started all of this? Interesting, but now why does that name of his sound so familiar to me now, the present Omni King questions?
I don't know,
It's
man.
almost like I've heard that name before somewhere, with Goku then having to respond, yeah, well, things have been
decided to
getting
hop
really
on.
bad for all of us within these
Yeah, I
last
saw you're
few
playing,
days here,
Fighter
but the
Z.
reason on why nobody was able to come and reach you, even if they tried to, was
play
solely
that
due
game
to the
multiplayer,
fact that
you
it
play
was
it single
because of
player?
this massive dome that covers your entire
Dragon
palace,
Ball Fighters.
Goku says. And so here, and as I want for you both to go and take a look at this, and so do you guys see this massive structure that is covering your entire palace? Well, this right here is the giant dome that I was telling you both about, that those demons had went and placed over your palace by using the Super Dragon Balls. And so, do you think that there's any kind of a way that you guys can maybe go and try to get rid of this thing, so that way the others can go and have a direct contact with you since they need you? Well, to be fair with everything that you have said here to us, Son Goku, we actually don't like the sound of anything that you went and had mentioned to us about what was currently shown and having to go down. But we will, however, go on to
you
help
should
you
play
in your
Breakers
cause,
because you
since
have that
now this
33
happens
XP.
to also involve both myself
33
and
XP
my
gain right
future
now is
counterpart
crazy.
here, as well as the future Omni King that went on to chime back in.
You level up your character really
and
fast.
That Raijin god that you speak of is already starting to really irritate my soul. However, don't worry about that barrier, the future Omni King says, because we'll go and take care of that little issue here right away. Isn't that right, present me? With the present Omni King being shown responding, yeah, I agree. And so let's go and get rid of it by shattering that barrier into a million little pieces. And oh, don't go on to worry about the Super Dragon Balls that are here currently with us either, because once we go on to find our Omni Guards, and once we are fully done here, the present Omni King says, upon having the entire barrier now being shown getting blown into millions of pieces, as we'll just simply go and have them look after the Super Dragon Balls while we go and take care of other more important matters at hand, with Goku now being shown having to place his fingers on his forehead by then responding, alright, now we're talking. Hey listen, I'd love to stay and chat with you both for just a little while longer, but, well, I've got to try to hurry and go and make my way back on over to Earth and go and help everyone out against those demons, but I promise that if you need me, then I
Priority
won't
6,
be
so I
hard
think
to
we're getting
find,
rated
but I'm
match
glad
next.
that I was able to go and free you both and wake you back up, because things just seem to be getting worse and worse down there. But I gotta run, as I'll be sure to go and pass the information along to the others while I'm down there too, and so I hope that you are both able to go and find the Grand Minister alongside those Omni Guards, because truthfully, we can go and use all of the help that we can get our hands on to go and use against that demon god Raijin, and so I'll try to go and make sure not to go and lose my head while I'm down there either, and so I hope to hear back from you both soon, to which it was only just upon seconds after, with Goku now being shown having to use his instant transmission technique and making his way on over to Earth, was when the future Omni Kingdom went on to respond, well, I'm glad that we were both made very well aware of the troubling events that have occurred since we went and had spent our time in having to be forced to go to sleep. However, with Son Goku having to mention that both he alongside the others cannot appear to reach the Grand Grand Minister along with the Omni Guards the future Omni King continues, then where exactly do you think that both you and I should go and start looking, present me? With the present Omni King responding, well, I'm not really sure on where we could go and check first, but it unsettles me to know that I cannot seem to feel the Grand Priest essence anywhere within the whole of the multiverse, but I do in fact think that if both you and I were to go and synchronize our Omni essence into one, the present Omni King says, do I only then believe that we will be able to go and locate their life force signatures wherever they may be, since we cannot appear to go and sense them from here, which is ultimately why we will need to go and expand our search even further into the voids if we want to go and find them, with the future Omni King responding, well, if that's the case, then do you really think that we'll be able to go and find them, present me? As it would only now appear as though the entire multiverse has been thrown off balance, as I could sense the negative energy along with the darkness that consumes it, blanketing the cosmos, as this was more than likely the result of those demons and having to go and use the Super Dragon Balls to go and get what they were after, just like Goku had mentioned, the future Omni King continues, which ultimately had now resulted in the entire multiverse being thrown into complete chaos. But do you really think that our Omni denomination and combined search will go and deliver us the answers that we are looking for, with the present Omni King responding, well, it's better than just having to stand around here and not try, as we are also to go and ensure that any and all access points which lead to the Omniverse are not to be opened or exposed for any of those demons to reach. And so now let's go and give it a go here and see, the present Omni King continues, for this just might be a little harder than I thought that it would be, because I'm not able to go and sense much of anything with all of this negative energy and having to go and cloud our ability to go and search deeper into the void. But what say you, future me? Are you able to go and pick up and detect either of their energy signatures anywhere here? Because, well, I wouldn't be able to go and have a clue on where they could possibly be, especially if they're being held captive somewhere, because I can't think of a single location where the Grand Minister wouldn't be able to go and get himself out of. But what do you say, future me? Any luck in having to go and pick anything up here, or are you struggling just as much as I am in trying to find them? With the future Omni King responding, well, it's hard for me to go and get a good enough read here myself with how clouded the multiverse has gotten with all of the demon realm's influence and now having to go and take over by slowly having to feed off of all 12 of the remaining universes. But, well, if I were an ancient demon god and I knew that one of the only things that stands in between myself and my goals is the Grand Minister, then what would I do in order to go and get rid of him, the future Omni King questions? Because since we know that he hasn't been destroyed due to the remaining angels still being active, the only other way that I could still see the Omni Guards along with the Grand Minister still remain active somewhere is if they're being kept held as prisoners. Wait, you don't think that maybe... Oh, but of course, the Omni Kings then continue. Prisoners! The Omni Guards and the Grand Minister are more than likely being kept held as prisoners somewhere, and so we should hurry and try to go and search some of the prison realms, because I think that this is where they might end up in having to be. But do you feel it too, the future Omni King questions? Do you also just so happen to sense that dimly pulse of power that is vibrating within the darkness too, with the present Omni King responding, prisoners, wait, yeah, I think I've got it! As the only other place that I could think of that I believe would be strong enough to hold such powerful entities would be the angelic prison realm, the present Omni King says. The same one that I think the Grand Priest had went and told us about a very long time ago, as that dimension was solely created to house the strongest and most rebellious angels imaginable, and so I think that that's where they actually might be, future me, as this would be the only other place that I could think of where those demons may have went and had taken them all right into, with the future Omni King responding, hey, I think you're right, as their life force energy appears to be pulsating and directly coming from the angelic prison realm, which only now goes as far as to explain on why we weren't able to go and sense them earlier, because they were being kept as prisoners down there the entire time, present me. And so now if that's where they are more than likely being held captive, then what do you think our plan should go and be? Because I really want to go and pay those demons back for almost ruining everything, but at the same time, I really want to go and watch the Grand Minister in action, like how we've seen him in action against that fallen angel that we have destroyed named Murno. And with the Super Dragon Ball still active and within our possession, what do you think we should go and do now that we know as to where they are? With the present Omni King responding, well, now that you've mentioned it, I kind of want to go and see that go down here now too, because it's been such a long time since we went and saw the Grand Minister in action back when he was shown in having to go and beat down Murno, and so now I say that we should go and help set him free while also giving the Omni Guards the orders and having to go and look after the Super Dragon Balls to restore things to how they were. And in the meantime, both you, me, and the Grand Minister will go down and pay those demons a little visit that they will surely never go on to forget. And so now let's get going right now. Back within Universe 11, as the Pride Troopers were then shown having to fight off the invading army of the Demon Realm and having to now fight on a desolate planet far within the universe itself, to which it was only just upon with our heroes now being shown getting outnumbered but still holding the advantage over said demons was when Dispo went on to then quickly respond. Oh man, and just how many of these things are there that they continue to go and pour out of this Demon Realm and into our universe like this, despite the amount of times that we go and continue to get rid of them? Are you sure about this plan of yours here, Topo? Because no matter how many of them we go and clear out, they won't stop coming. With Topo responding, we will need to go in and trust that the plan which we have devised will work within our favor in due time, since we'll need to go and keep our eyes fixed on clearing out the task at hand, because if the strategy that we all went and agreed upon prior is to go and become a reality for us while we are here, Topo says, then we will need to go and use this planet as bait, so that way we are able to go and lure the ones that we are looking for right into our trap. And when we do, Topo continues, that's when we will go and finish this fight by using everything that we have once and for all. And so now do not falter and do not waver during these troubling times, Pride Troopers, for we are not without each other, which says more about us than it could ever possibly go on to say about them, fellow troopers. So do not yield no matter the cost. Oh, and you're absolutely sure that this isn't going to go and somehow backfire on all of us in the long run, right? Dispo questions? Because this just might be our one and only last chance here to go and finally put an end to all of this if the plan winds up in having to work here. With Topo responding, indeed I am. And so while I'm not entirely sure if everything will go exactly to our liking here when considering on how many of these demons will continue to go and pour inside of our universe, what I will go on to say is that no matter how many of them continue to try to go and ensure that we are successful here, Topo says, by the end of this battle that we continue to go and wage here, there is going to be nothing left of these creatures that will be left remaining, as we are going to be the last faces that they will ever end up in having to see just moments before their inevitable annihilation. And so now we will wait and continue to drive their forces back until the right time calls for us to go and take further action. And so now whatever you do, Dispo, Topo continues, do not go and allow for your willpower to waver, for we may be outnumbered, but we are certainly
We'll see about that. Well, look at you. I must say I'm rather impressed. I wasn't expecting to have this much fun.
Gotta get this W.
Trunks, I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
You're my savior.
Bro, already?
You found a power key. Go slot it.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Flying Nimbus!
Get the fuck out of there, bro.
Oh, man.
Great! You know what to do with that key.
Shout out to Nimbus.
Thank you very much.
Yo, Super Saiyan, that was a close one, bro. Okay.
That's a new power key.
Yeah,
Place it
bro.
now.
Everyone's playing as Broly. Sick of it.
I need help.
Civilian radar, so I don't know where this guy is.
I need help.
Okay.
You're a big help.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Fucking defense, bro. Bro, why you wanna be famous so bad?
Holy hell.
Let's go. Gotta escape the inevitable.
Stay calm.
You're telling me I'm the only one in E, and he came right towards me. Yeah, it's kind of sketchy, bro.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Yo, what's up, Matt?
Snap out of it!
I owe you one.
You found another power key. Use it quick.
Flying Nimbus!
An ally needs your help. You don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Guys, the body cam?
Flying Nimbus!
Yeah, we're doing body cam, stream snipe, everything.
Ally down. If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Holy hell.
Yeah, it's so annoying, bro.
Oh, man.
Does not want to come in here.
Great. You know what to do with that key.
He left me alone.
Flying Nimbus!
so far.
Thought I was a goner.
I don't know what I did to this man, bro.
System for the super
But he
time
really went
machine
out of
is
his way
ready.
the whole
Head
game
there
to try to
now.
kill me.
I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them.
I don't know what bro, I don't know what I did to this guy, man.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Close. Phew.
Yo, what's up, homie?
How you doing? Yeah, we're back. Trying to get that 33 XP. What's up with you?
You're done!
For real?
Holy hell.
You bastard! Put him down! Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Yo, what's up, Kakra?
How you doing?
Yo? That was cool.
Close.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
One more time is cash.
Come out!
It don't work no more.
Have I think 2 wins, 4 losses.
This is the 4th. Should get my rated match.
Not, but then it was only now just behind Topo from out of nowhere as a massive elite demon
Yeah, I
that
swear.
goes by the name of
After every match,
Gamo
you
went
just
on to
level
make
up
his
his-
presence known and having to attack Topo was when Gamo then went on to quickly respond. In all my time of being one of the
folks.
mightiest demons that stood between
That's it.
victory and defeat on behalf of my fellow
Don't forget,
masters
kids,
who
it's just a
govern
video
it, never was I ever graced with the chance to go and encounter a mortal warrior who was next in line in becoming the next god of destruction within his own existing universe. But now that I did, did, I am going to make sure to go and enjoy every bit of what I'm about to go and do onto you, mortal. To which, of course, the Elite Demon Gamu wasn't the only individual to now show back up within Universe 11, because next to him, with Kodos now being shown having to step through the portal and now having to address our heroes, was when the Elite Demon Kodos then went on to respond, well, if it isn't Universe 11's proud little defense force that have gathered all together here in attempting to go and take us all down, as the so-called Guardians of Virtue are finally now all here to come and save the day. Now, are they? As your presence on this planet only goes on to further confirm what I had already known about this universe, Kodos continues, which is now that your absolute best and most powerful warriors have all gathered together in hopes of having them try and defeat us, Kodos says, you will never be able to go and forge the necessary strength that will ultimately be needed in having to do anything here that will stop us from destroying you, mortal scum. As beside me here stands another elite demon known as Gamu, Kodos continues, Scourge of the Voids and Devourer of Resistances, in which together we shall go on to break the very spine of this universe in the name of our Master Lord Raijin, whose fury will sweep across every universe, and you, my fellow Pride Troopers, will only go on to serve as being the first who will endure every bit of what is about to happen here, because with millions across this universe and having to already have been destroyed by us, you will all soon go on to follow in their footsteps once we have had our fill within this universe. To which, as Dispo was then shown having to attempt to attack Kodos, Kodos was immediately shown having to be the aggressor here and not only having to catch Dispo's punch, but also now being shown uppercutting him in the stomach, as Dispo went on to then quickly shout, like hell that you are, because maybe you weren't made fully aware of just who exactly we Pride Troopers truly are around here, but even if you don't go on in thinking that your empty threats are going to be enough here, and being what'll ultimately, whether you fear me or not, is irrelevant to my cause here, Pride Trooper. Kodos immediately had then gone as far as to interrupt by striking Dispo in the stomach. And then so now let me go and make something perfectly clear to all of you, as I didn't come here to stumble back into this universe to negotiate, nor did I come back to reason with any of you, but instead, I came back in order to cleanse it, Kodos continues, to grind this defiant little pocket of your so-called order into millions of tiny pieces, in making an example out of each and every single one of you, as once your blood has soaked into the soil here beneath you, Kodos says, history will remember your clan in being nothing more than a footnote in the face of Lord Raijin's dominion. And so now don't worry about the fate of your universe along with those who reside within it, creature, because once you are all gone, and for those who cannot already be turned and having them join our ranks in serving directly under Lord Raijin, will they only then be met with utter destruction, as they too will be destroyed without a trace. And since you would rather go and continue to choose to stand and oppose Lord Raijin rather than having to go and submit yourselves and having to join him, Kodos says, your fate was sealed. And so now disappear within the voids of the darkness that we hereby now cast down upon you. What the Kodos then says, and just what exactly is this supposed to be, Pride Trooper? To which, as Dispo was then shown having to acknowledge another presence having to then be shown, it only had now appeared as though Dispo was very happy to see the individual that just so happened to have arrived, as Dispo then went on to quickly respond, actually, on second thought, Demon, I think you have far bigger problems that you will have to now go and worry about, as I just knew that he would go and show himself sooner or later, and so now you've done it. Which it was only just then within these very moments now, as surprisingly enough, Universe 11's God of Destruction Belmont was then shown having to make his presence known, and also now having to be shown wearing his original Pride Trooper outfit, was when Pride Trooper Belmont then went on to respond, oh, how I miss the days of when I was wearing my original Pride Trooper uniform like this, but I honestly must ask, Demon, was it the isolation of this planet itself and having you send such powerful life forms on it that had ultimately tempted you into coming onto this world, Belmont questions? Because I do honestly find it quite amusing to some extent that you would go and decide to come into Universe 11 and already expecting for your very presence to go and shift the tides within your favor, when in reality, this here is my domain, Belmont continues. continues. And unlike the weaklings that you had went and found yourself in having to go and prey upon, I,
Yeah,
on
it
the
is
other
better to play as
hand,
the Raider.
don't run and I don't beg anyone for anything, demon. And so now let this moment here
If you have a
go
lot
and
of
sink
friends,
into your
it's
very
fun to
soul,
play as,
because in
Survivor
just
as
a
well.
matter of a few moments, Belmont continues, you will ultimately begin to understand on why this planet was chosen and why I didn't just simply come here to destroy you myself.
The game's like
Because
30
this
bucks right now
world was actually meant for
PlayStation.
something far greater.
tax.
Something that will rip you apart in ways in which that I could never even match myself, and because this was something that I already knew was never
The
meant for
PlayStation
me
should
to
have a
go
sale
and
coming
deal
up,
with myself, Belmont says.
end of this
There
month.
is someone, as
see
a
if we can
matter
get
of
the game on
fact,
sale.
who actually does, and so I wanted a front row seat in having to witness the events of what is about to take place here within
almost has
Universe
sale
11, and as I just can't wait to go and see the look on your face the very moment you go on to realize that for all of your cruelty and for everything that you have went and done to try to break the spirits of those who reside here, Belmont says, that you were never truly the apex warrior that you thought of yourself in having to be, and it isn't even close when having to
should be getting a
compare
Raider match
yourself to those who truly are, demon. But I'll just go and have you find that out all on your own, as I can promise you that it won't be long now until you do. Well, if it isn't Universe 11's God of Destruction, Belmont, Kodos responds, so, and I see that you have taken it upon yourself to go and stick your nose where it doesn't belong, but I do find your little warning just now to be quite the interesting one, actually, because are you suggesting that this was all some kind of a ploy in having to go and draw me onto this planet, God of Destruction? Because if this in fact proves to be really true, then who are you eagerly anticipating that will arrive onto this world that will be what will define me, if it isn't already going to be yourself and having you come all this way to challenge me, God of Destruction? But then, it was only within these very moments now behind Kodos, as Kodos had now gone as far as to turn around and noticing Gamu being shown having to hit the
Yeah,
ground,
Raider
was
match.
when Destroyer Topo then went on to respond. Maybe
What Raider
you
should I
didn't go
pick?
on to hear what
I'll let
Lord
you guys
Belmont had
decide.
just said in having to tell you that this was
Frieza,
going to be the line that has
Vegeta,
been
or
drawn,
something.
as you are now in way over your head here and you don't even realize it yet, but maybe
25 seconds to decide. Or Majin Buu. So we have Vegeta, Cell, Frieza, Majin Buu. I don't have Broly, unfortunately. Vegeta? Okay. Level 1 Vegeta. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not good with Vegeta. But we'll try. We'll try.
Let's see what the Namekian and his little friends are capable of.
Some shit.
What a bunch of wimps. You'll be dead soon. So allow me to show you the true power of a Saiyan elite.
Alright, guys.
Here looks perfect. Throw in some Cybermen. Make them suffer, Cybermen. Yeah.
I think I need 4 survivors. Or 4 civilians. They got 2 keys. I gotta look for some civilians now. They got all the keys. We got heroes fighting. Sorry, bro, I gotta camp your body.
Get him, Spider-Man. Here comes the pain.
Cannot afford to let these guys bring this guy back to life. Make him wait to the dragon chain. I can kill someone over here. Okay, Vegeta.
Forget how scary I am.
It's on! Here goes!
Now, but that's enough! I'll take care of them! Go, Nappa! Sniff out those fools!
Maybe got Dragon Ball, and if anyone goes for it, I'll just have to. Ooh, we almost got it. that's not good.
Cat beef!
And I still have 2 minutes to get my still have 2 minutes to get what you call it. My grade 8 score.
Come at me, both of you! Say goodbye! Burst open and mix!
Oh shit. Bro, I don't know how to fly. Never been the monkey before. Well, I have been, but it's been a while. Oh, don't go away. I might lose this, man. I want to move, got it. We got extremely lucky. We got the W, guys. Can I get a W in the chat, please? Level the heck up. Jeez. Yo, you see that? Yo, it's still going. Yo, I broke the game, bro. Jeez, we went from level 31 to level 58, guys. W in the chat. GG. Appreciate it, Mac. Appreciate it, guys. Got the W. Put back on
Now soon you will, for you may have went
We'll
and
get
had
another
been
drink.
without an equal with the exception of Lord Belmont once before. This time, however, Topo continues, it will
Yeah,
not be as easy.
You guys wanna play
As
that
you
game?
yourself had already went and sealed your fate within this universe the very moment you had went and decided to return here, because we aren't the ones that you ought to go and be worried about here, Demon, for there is in fact another, to which as Belmont then went on to chime back in and having to see Jiren now appear from behind him was when Belmont then went on to quickly respond, "That's right, Demon, as your destiny will be met in having it go and be decided by the very man whose life you set out to ruin, which you ultimately now had coming for quite a long time," to which as Jiren then went on to make his presence known and having to kick Kodos away. This entire ordeal had only now proven to be the exact plan that the Universe 11 warriors were conjuring up this entire time, as Belmont then went on to continue, "So you might want to go and choose what you say here very carefully from here on, because you have far bigger problems that you will have to now go and worry about here, and so good luck." To which it was only just upon with Kodos' body now being shown having to fly right past Destroyer Topo, with Topo being shown having to acknowledge Jiren, was when Topo then went on to quickly respond, "And there we finally have it, for the plan had worked, and now that we have these creatures exactly where we wanted for them to be," Topo continues, "our only chance here lies in having us go and deal with each and every single one of them right now while we still can, for we will go and attempt to try to contain this battle from leaking out onto other planets around us," Topo continues, "as we will need to go and end this here before they are allowed to be given the chance to leave again," to which as Jiren was then shown having to acknowledge Belmont was when Jiren then went on to quickly respond, "Listen to me, no matter what happens in the meantime here, Lord Belmont, that one there is going to be mine to handle from here on, and so I will leave the rest up to you to go and decide while I go and handle my business with Kodos alone, and as I only hereby trust that you will go and grant me with this while I'm away. So then hurry and go and don't worry about the rest of them," Destroyer Topo went on to then immediately be shown jumping in as Jiren made his way right towards Kodos, "for we will go and handle these demons by ourselves while you go and handle what needs to be done all on your own in the meantime, Jiren, and so hurry and go before he escapes again," to which as Kodos was then shown attempting to stand back up was when Kodos then went on to quickly respond, "You again? Oh, I should have known. And so you're back for more now, are you? And as I see that my words from earlier had finally managed to go and get through to you after all. Well, good," Kodos continues upon now being shown having to fire multiple blasts at Jiren, "and as I was hoping to go and run back into you sooner or later anyways after our last encounter, only this time, I don't plan on going and leaving you behind until I go and make sure that you are crushed beneath the weight of my power just as badly as your Wait a second," Kodos then stops. "But just how are none of my attacks
7
able
out
to
of 8
go and
players.
make direct
So the match
contact
you
with
can
him, and watching him just casually make a mockery of my energy blasts like this? As he cannot possibly go and be that much more powerful than I am now, could he? Oh, but of course," Kodos continues upon now having to see Jiren directly dash towards Kodos and attempting to attack him. "So then, you choose to still
Alright,
want to
final
go
match.
and engage against me despite
2
it
minutes.
knowing of the consequences that await for you now, do you, Kodos questions? Well, so be it then. And as I will go and do what I must if it means in having to finally lay this story here between us to rest for good. But I am rather surprised, as a matter of fact," Kodos continues. "You know, as much as I can't stand the sight of having to even go as far as to look at you, this was going to be one decision that I will ensure to go and make you pay dearly for, Jiren. And because I now see that you are hell-bent on getting your revenge here against me despite in having to put your entire universe in danger, and I just want you to go and simply know that you will not win, as you should have went and had considered as to what you were going up against here, Jiren, and that is simply because I would have allowed for you to go and live only if you had went and pledged yourself in having to serve directly under Lord Raijin, for you could have been so much more than what you had went and set yourself out in having to become within the moment," Kodos continues, "but I suppose that not everyone was built to go and handle such strength if it were given to them in exchange for their undying
is a really
loyalty, and as my
Hopefully next
strength
year.
alone will be what forges the fires
Don't
of
think
your
we have anything
demise
else
here,"
coming for
Kodos
that-
continues
for the
upon
rest of
being
this
shown
year.
having to uppercut Jiren in the
So,
face, just
next
as it
year.
once was when I had went and used that very same strength to go and crush your parents.
Shout out to everyone watching on Twitch. I got 2 viewers. See you guys.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks. I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
Oh no! You really want to save me?
Yeah, man, I'm trying to multi-stream.
Go slot it.
Trying to get some more people to watch. Keep the game alive.
Is anyone out there? Is anyone out there?
That's a new power key. Place it now.
Thanks.
Welcome. Thank you. Welcome.
Yeah, I made a Twitch. It's the same name as my YouTube.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
I made it to get I made it to so I can get more people to watch. Hopefully people will get inspired and buy the game. We need more players. One person said that they bought the game because they saw me streaming. So I said, you know what, it'd be great if we can get more people to watch, more people to play. Yeah, yellow food.
Great! You know what to do with that key.
Hit to E. Hopefully those guys set the
That's a new power key. Place it now. This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. What's the big idea?
Give me a freaking break.
The startup system for the super time machine is ready. Head there now. Flying Nimbus!
Stay calm. Stay calm.
We only have 3 Dragon Balls. And unfortunately I don't have a Dragon Ball radar.
Leave this to me, everyone.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Scarlet Challenge.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. Let's start a attack. Stop it if you can, but retreat if you need to. Got it? Let's go! Kamehameha! Holy hell.
Got it.
This is impossible!
Clan, because as good as you may have gotten since the days when you were just a little boy, for the very promise that I had made just before having to go and leave your sights earlier is going to be the very promise that I plan on keeping, Jiren. But then, it was only just within these very moments itself, as Jiren was shown having to lean back forward and having to overhear what Kodos had just said, was when Jiren went on to then quickly respond, You think that you understand what true strength really is? For you and those who are just like you could never know what carrying that kind of weight feels like, nor could you even if you tried. For you have went and had robbed me of my family, my master, and my entire clan, in leaving me with nothing left but a painful reminder of their screams within the darkness, Jiren continues. And as this is more than just some kind of meaningless battle to me, demon, for this very battle marks the final chapter in a story tragedy which you had went and had created, you vile creature. And as you could never go on to possibly understand the many hardships and the many battles that I had to go and suffer through, Jiren continues upon having to be shown uppercutting Kodos directly in the stomach, while also having to go and make sure that I never go through such pain as the one in which you had inflicted upon me ever again. And that was exactly what I had went on to do. So while you may have went and assumed that I was never going to recover from what it was that you had done when I was just a little boy, Jiren continues upon being shown having to leap up towards the sky, and while you may have already had counted me out in thinking that I was never going to prepare for a day like this, and while you had once looked down upon a trembling child who couldn't lift a finger to go and stop you, Jiren says, that very child is now long gone, and the warrior who stands before you is the reckoning of life that you had nearly went and ruined along the way, but had failed, Jiren says. And as cowards such as yourself are not deserving of a swift and painless death after everything it was that you had went and put me through, and it's because of the misery that you had went on to bring onto your victims, and because you are not deserving of anything less than having me break you down piece by piece, Jiren says, I am going to go and do exactly that, just as you had once done the same onto me, as I am going to go and take as much time as I need to go and ensure that you are to go and feel every bit of the exact same pain that you had once caused me for yourself, demon. And for everything that you have done which resulted in the utter destruction of all those who were powerless to go and do anything to go and stop you, Jiren says upon now being shown slamming Kodos' body directly back down onto the ground. I am going to be the last face that you will ever go and lay your eyes on once this is all over, demon. And just so you are reminded, in case you weren't already aware, that there will be nothing that none of your allies from the demon realm will be able to go and do that will change the outcome of what is about to go and happen here, demon. As Kodos went on to then quickly respond, you will never find yourself in ever having to go and be successful enough to destroy the nightmares that continue to haunt you, Jiren, Kodos says. As no matter how hard you try and no matter how skilled you may be, just like your parents alongside your master and your former clan, you too will ultimately be destroyed. And that is where you are wrong, Jiren quickly interrupts upon now being shown having to continuously smash down upon Kodos' head, because I don't plan on stopping this battle here between us until I am to go and make sure that you are no longer able to breathe, demon, no matter the cost, Jiren continues. And as I will go on to do what I must in order to go and ensure that the nightmare of your existence dies once and for all. But then, it was only from within these very moments now as the demon Kodos was shown having to kick Jiren in the stomach and having to drive him back before Kodos had decided to go and unleash his true power, was when Kodos then went on to respond, enough with these games, Pride Trooper, for I have heard all that I can possibly go and stand to hear from you, and so now understand that while you may in fact be far more powerful than I could have ever have imagined that someone like yourself was ever going to be, despite this very fact, however, though Pride Trooper Kodos continues, even if you manage to somehow go and find a way to strike me down and beat me, that same little boy who slumbers deep inside of you will never go on to truly heal, no matter how badly you go and try to suppress that pain that lies buried within you, Kodos continues. For I am not just your enemy here, Jiren, for I am your origin, because without me, for I am not just your enemy here, Jiren, for I am your origin, because without me, you wouldn't be where you are today, Kodos continues, and without me, you wouldn't have been able to go and find much of a reason to exist, and deep down, you know that my words are the truth here, Pride Trooper. And since I have forged you within the flames of the fires of your own pain and misery, without me, you wouldn't have been able to find purpose, and so if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have amounted into anything, Jiren. And because of this, do you really think that because you have gotten so strong throughout the years that this somehow makes you invincible, Kodos questions? Because now that you have forced my hand in exerting my full power here against you, since you had left me with no other choice in having to then do so, Kodos continues, then I will gladly show you on why my words continue to go and reign true here, Pride Trooper. As I had went and had done away with your parents, your master, and your clan, and all you did was stand there because you knew that you weren't strong enough to go and stop me. And as I have went and had done away with your parents, your master, and your clan, and all you ever did was just stand there because you knew that deep down you were never truly strong enough to go ahead and stop me, for you didn't even try, Kodos continues. And as all you had ended up in having to do was watch and hide, and now what? You've returned desperate to go and prove that you are not the coward that I had went and left behind all those years ago, huh? Well, it won't matter, Jiren, because just as it was when I had broken your will to live and had shattered your spirit once before, we are now just moments away in having to go and do the same thing once again, just as it was when you were just a helpless child. And because of this, you became strong not because you believed in upholding your so-called justice here within Universe 11, Kodos continues, but it was rather because as you had feared and becoming weak again that exposes your true vulnerabilities. And that mindset alone, Kodos continues, is what ultimately makes you far weaker than you can possibly begin to even realize, Jiren. And while you are still trying to believe that your strength has meaning beyond vengeance itself, in reality it doesn't, as your entire existence was born from my cruelty, and since you are my creation by that very definition, it's time that we go and put an end to our long troubled history once and for all, because just as it was when I had once brought you into the forefront of where you currently are, Kodo says, it's time that we hereby now go and reunite you with your loved ones in the afterlife, as I plan on taking this fight all
100%.
the way until we have reached your grave, Jiren. To which it was only just upon with Belmont now shown having to engage against Gamu before having to send him flying off directly towards Toppo was when Belmont went on to then quickly respond, you know, I find it quite interesting that you go and call yourselves a legion, which implies that of structure, strength, and formation, but from where I stand, all I see is a withering mess of overgrown parasites who are simply latching onto the cracks of the multiverse in order to go and prove themselves to their grand supreme overlord. But tell me something, do they just so happen to assign ranks based on the amount of drool volume in the demon realm, or do they simply go off and having to base your ranks off of your failure rates, Belmont questions? Because if you are truly supposed to be one of their many elite ranking fighters, then your ruling master Raijin along with the Dark Masters ought to really go and start reconsidering permanent retirement here. But I have an idea, Belmont continues, and so now why don't we go and try this? And so hurry now, Toppo, for what do you say that we go and show our little demon elite here on just why exactly we are regarded as being one of the most dangerously powerful universes within the entire multiverse itself? But whatever you do, do make sure
I keep getting failed to connect room members, even though I'm finding matches pretty fast. You're just failing to connect.
Now let us go and do exactly that, Toppo shouts upon being shown having to unleash a gigantic Hakai blast behind Gaomu, for we will never go and take the knee in having to bow our heads before such monsters, even if what they say about their leaders is to be true, and having it result in our very destruction. And so now be gone, with Belmont having to then respond, good, yes, just like that. And even though it has indeed been a very long time since I had gone along and having to fight alongside the Pride Troopers and having to be one of its original members myself, why don't we go and give these demons a little reminder here on exactly why we are not to go and be messed with when it comes to invading our world. And since you demons have a tendency in having to completely disregard the rules
you and Terrence have it real good
that are each set in place for every single one of these 12 universes within the multiverse itself, I can only go on to promise that because you love to break the rules, this will only go and hurt for just a moment before it is all over. And so don't worry, demon. But now let's just see on how tough you so-called elite demons truly are when faced with the task of having to overthrow a sitting god of destruction. Belmont continues upon now being shown having to toss his Hakai cards directly at Gaomu. And while I may have misled you into believing that the pain was only going to be but a temporary one, well, I lied. And truthfully, I don't really think that it would have mattered whether I did or not, because the outcome of your existence along with your purpose here was ultimately going to end the same, regardless of the pain that you had gone as far as to go and endure. And so now good riddance, Belmont says upon now being shown having to completely Hakai Gaomu. And as this ought to go and show you creatures on what will go and happen to you if you think that you could just go and come into my universe and expect to go and get away with the chaos that you have went and had caused here, with Toppo responding, good, that's the way, Lord Belmont. And with Jiren left to go and handle what is rightfully
stream tomorrow in the
meantime,
afternoon.
Toppo says, let us go and
Probably
continue
like
to eliminate what's left of these foul creatures
3 p.m.-ish.
before we are to fully
Try to
go
get some
and
matches in.
redirect our attention right back at
I'll
Jiren
stream
and
again in the
see
nighttime.
where their battle goes from there. But then it was only within these very moments now from across the battlefield as the elite demon Kodos was then shown having to use his full power and having deciding to go after Jiren was when Kodos then went on to quickly
Right now we have 7
respond,
out of 8.
still carrying your master's teachings on your shoulders after all these years since his death like some kind of a sacred burden now, are you? Well, it would seem as though his teachings don't appear to be helping you out here in this fight against me, because not only is my strength equally as powerful as your own, Kodos says, but in case you haven't realized it by now, but you are being driven back more and more, which doesn't look good for you, because just like it was when you had failed to go and stop me from wiping out your entire clan alongside that wretched Master Geichin of yours, you are going to fail in having to stop me once again, and deep down, that desire and desperate conviction within your eyes that you fight so very hard to avenge will ultimately drive both you and your entire group of Pride Troopers into the grave, Jiren. As I had tried warning you that my power was not to go and be challenged, and since you had went and decided to go and seek revenge in attempting to go and destroy me for slaughtering those weaklings whom you often referred to as your family, for if they had all still been alive to this very day, then I would have went and had forced you to watch me go and destroy them all once again, and that right there is the greatest difference between us, Pride Trooper. And so while as impressive
Yeah, make sure you get the XP then to make up for the whole week. I couldn't stream yesterday, fortunately. Well, last night. I streamed yesterday evening. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Nothing we can do about it.
Please. You may serve me.
Back? Alright.
Great! You know what to do with that key. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
Mr. Fate has arrived!
I owe you one.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. Great! You know what to do with that key.
W9 for real. Someone has time patrol duty.
This is bad. Somebody's down.
Okay,
Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Okay. What raider is he? Oh, he's a teammate?
The startup system for the super time machine is ready. Head there now. An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
One more key.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
You need one more person with Dragon Shield.
Holy hell.
Supplies, bro.
Flying Nimbus! The startup system's under attack.
Get the hell out of here.
It's dangerous, so tread carefully if you want to get closer.
Give me a freaking break.
You gotta join my down here.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Where do you think you...
The startup system is under attack. Stop it if you can. Retreat if you need to. Got it? Ally down. Two to rescue them. Watch out for
Get the
enemies.
person with the Trying to summon with these swords.
Consider it done.
Ah! We almost had it, man.
Sorry, Broly. You'll be dying alongside this planet. Where do you think you're going? I was going to escape with you. In a one-person pod.
Yeah, we were close, man. He stopped the summon twice. Me and the other level 4, we could have jumped him. And he got me.
Aggressive as you may have been in showing me on how much you have truly grown throughout these years, you are still nothing more than a weakling when staring into the face of my great and unbound demonic power, with Jiren responding, "You foolish demon, for there is far more to the depths of my boundless power that you could never possibly go on to imagine for there to go and be, and so if you don't believe me," Jiren continues, "then I am about to go and have you for what a joke." Kodos quickly responds upon being shown having to blast Jiren with a point-blank blast. And as if I truly care about whether or not there is something more to your power that meets the eye here is utterly useless within my cause, and so since you appear to miss your loved ones this badly, then how is about you go and join them, Jiren? And so now don't try to fight it and just let it all go and sink into your very soul, so that way you may finally go and be with your loved ones once again within the afterlife. Wait, but what's this? Why am I sensing his power suddenly vanish without a trace out there, Kodos questions? For he couldn't have found a way to possibly go and escape me now, did he? Well, it doesn't matter, cause even if he did, there will be no corner of this entire universe that Jiren will be able to go and hide within that I won't be able to find. But then, it was only shockingly enough now from within these very moments, as Ultra Instinct Jiren had gone as far as to make his presence known by having to go as far as to strike Kodos, was when Jiren then went on to quickly respond, and that is where you are wrong, because unlike how it was before, and unlike how you've reigned supreme for so many years with no other means in having any other mortal warrior rival your power at the time, you are gravely mistaken if you think that the outcome of what is about to go and take place here between us is going to result in having this battle end within your favor, Jiren says. And as the first of your biggest mistakes was allowing for someone like me to go and get away and having me grow into the man that stands before you, but on top of this, Jiren continues his onslaught by responding, your second biggest mistake was being and having you be foolish enough by coming back into Universe 11 in thinking that I wasn't going to be ready for you, while also having to now go and show you that I too am able to now carry a power that goes far beyond the gods in wielding Ultra Instinct. For I swear on the very souls of all of those whom you've mercilessly destroyed, Jiren continues, that I will stop at nothing and breaking you down piece by piece until you have gotten everything that you already had coming now for a very long time, Kodos. As you are now staring into a power that you cannot possibly begin to comprehend, much less overcome in battle here when facing me, Jiren continues. And now that you are looking into the very eyes of the man whom you've once tried to go and tear down all those years ago, there will be nothing that you can possibly hope for that will go and put an end to what I am now, Demon. With Kodos respect.
Hopefully you have a better next game. Better match next game.
Can you hear me? Flying Nimbus! Trunks! I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots. You found a power key. Go slot it. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. That's a new power key. Place it now.
Where is everyone?
Gotta get the hell out of here! Give me a freaking break. Flying Nimbus!
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
I need that, we need a full squad.
Thanks!
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it
Where
quick.
am I? Someone save me! You be careful too, okay?
welcome.
Great! You know what to do with that key.
He's gonna jump. Or Dragon Balls. Yo, Super, you still here?
An ally needs your help.
Super, where you at?
Danger awaits. Think before rushing in. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
We might destroy this area.
Flying Nimbus!
We might destroy it.
Access the startup system from the central area. Just a little more to go, then you're done.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Damn it.
Here comes a pain!
That was what, Rick?
Stay calm. Stay calm. Flying Nimbus!
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them.
Sorry.
Stay calm. Stay calm. You're done!
The startup you're done! Nothing you can. Retreat if you need to.
I have you now.
Yeah, we're getting beat the fuck up.
You bastard!
Get away from this. But we tried.
The startup system's under attack. It's dangerous, so
Yeah.
tread carefully if you want to get
SOS.
closer.
SOS. And this person is level 3 too, you know. That's sad part. WT move. They're all just waiting for the escape time machine. Oh, like this. Frieza could just destroy the time machine and match it up. That cycle. Who's this guy called, bro?
Lie down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
These girls, they don't give a fuck. Gone for a swim.
Startup system's destroyed. The escape time machine's almost prepped. You need to head for the beacon that's indicated by a blue light. I've sent the escape time machine. Use it to get out of there.
Like, look at this. I don't know why this person is not leaving yet. He's just waiting, asking to get killed.
Almost sold.
You're no match for me.
Getting a whole bunch of TP tokens.
Responding.
Oh,
But
it's
just
adding up.
how are you able to go and acquire a power like this? For this shouldn't have been possible for someone as weak as yourself to go and have you achieve, and so how could this possibly be? For how are you able to go and do this, mortal? But then, it was only as Jiren's onslaught had continued by having to be shown throwing Kodos across the field before Kodos was shown then having to make his way directly towards Ultra Instinct Jiren was when Jiren then went on to quickly continue. As you are a complete and utter disgrace, a pathetic excuse for a so-called warrior, as the very delusion that you seem to pride yourself within, Jiren says, is ultimately going to be shattered, and it's going to be shattered by none other than me, Demon. To which, as Kodos was then shown dashing directly towards Jiren, was when Kodos then went on to quickly respond, "Curse you, Pride Trooper, for you aren't going to go and beat me that easily, because there is no scenario that could possibly exist where you will go and stand victorious over me, and you know it. For I am going to go and tear your limbs apart the second that I am able to go and grab hold of you, as I am done playing these little games of ours here, Jiren, and so this ends now." Well, go and try as you'd like, Jiren quickly counters by responding, because in the end, you are going to go and pay dearly for everything that you had went and did to me, Demon, as I just want for you to go and understand something as clearly as I could make it, for you aren't just fighting a mere mortal from the past here, but you are rather facing the wrath of the very soul that was forged within the fires of agony, solitude, and discipline, which you yourself had went as far as to go and leave behind, Jiren shouts. Because while you did what you could, and while you tried to ruin me when I was left without anyone to ever go and turn to, Jiren continues upon being shown having to continue his onslaught against Kodos. Did you really think that this wasn't going to be something that would ultimately come back to haunt you, Demon? Well, does it? Because maybe now you can see that I have not only grown stronger through the pain that you have inflicted, but I have also gone as far as to transcend the gods themselves. As I have faced faced off against both gods and mortals alike, and despite with every challenge, every victory, and every defeat that came along the way, Jiren continues, I had went and made sure to never go and allow for any of it to go and change or break me ever again, demon. As you could never hope to go and do what you had went and did once to me before, because just in case if you haven't went and realized it by now, but we here within Universe 11 are not as simple to overcome as you and your legion assume for us to be. Because no amount of planning and no amount of warriors that you go and bring into our world will ever be truly enough to go and break our foundation, no matter how hard you and your army of followers go and try to do so, Jiren continues. And with your confidence beginning to crack and with your movements becoming slower and slower with each passing second, understand that this was all because of you, demon. And even though you had went on to go and take everything away from me, at the same time, Jiren continues, you had inadvertently also gave me purpose as well. And now that I stand before you and wielding a power that no mere demon could ever dream of having to go and wield, I am going to go and break you just as you had once broken me, Jiren says. As now that you are finally starting to see it firsthand for yourself, I can see that look when I glance into your very soul that deep down you're afraid. And rightfully so, because you should be, demon, as I can see that you are trapped within the filth of your own ego, in hoping that your cruelty alone will go and save you as it once did, but now that you are fully able to go and experience the very monster which you have went and had created through your actions a very long time ago, you can't touch me even if you tried, Kodos. And so how about it? So much for that weak little boy that you had assumed was long gone by now, isn't that right? Well, you should have ended my life the very moment you had went and ended the lives of my parents, master, and my clan, because you could never go on to understand on how long I had waited for this very moment here between us, demon. And so now tell me, do you still believe that you can win, or is the truth behind your inevitable destruction finally starting to settle in, demon? Is the weight of your failure along with your pride finally getting the better of you? Because if this is the best that your so-called demonic power is capable of, Jiren continues, then you are in far greater trouble here against me than you can possibly come to even realize, demon, and it isn't even close between us. And here you went and had called yourself the Harbinger of Darkness, when in fact all you ever truly were was but a footnote within the legacy of my resolve and the target that I have been searching for a very long time now, demon. And just like you who had once taken everything away from me when I was weak, so comes the day where I will now go and take everything away from you now that I am strong, Kodos. As now that you can go and see the true
Alright, let's try to get another W.
Can you hear me? Flying Nimbus! Trunks! I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
You're my savior.
Yes,
enemies.
My son is more gruesome than hell itself.
You found a power key. Go slot it. Great. You know what to do with that key.
My son is more gruesome than hell itself.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Oh, I think that's it for her. I'm gonna find the B key.
Flying Nimbus!
What? What's this guy doing over there?
Ally down. If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Stop! Keep your energy in check!
Hey, great. You found another power key. Use it quick. That's a new power key. Place it now.
Yeah, he's ready. He's the most annoying raider for everyone, not just you. You disagree with me, Mac? Baby's also annoying too. They're just as good. Look at this. Bonnie and Clyde.
Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
I owe you one.
Flying Nimbus!
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Bastard!
This guy had to zipline over here, man. Oh my gosh. About to save that girl. This guy ziplined over here. Maybe where are looking?
A super transfer is headed your way. Take it now. If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. Access the startup system from the central area.
You're good to
There
go.
you go. Then you're done. An ally needs your help.
Flying
Don't know what
Nimbus!
danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Trash will always be trash. Stay calm. Stay calm.
I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them.
I sold.
Trash will always be trash. Trash will always be trash.
I don't know, man. So there's Frieza.
Somebody down! Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out
It's all
for
good, man.
enemies.
So good, that's right.
An ally needs your help. You don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Trash will always be trash.
Thanks, man.
The startup system is under attack. Stop it if you can, but retreat if you need to. Got it? The startup system's under attack. It's dangerous, so tread carefully if you want to get closer. The startup system's destroyed. The escape time machine's almost prepped. You need to head for the beacon that's indicated by a blue light.
They're close. Sorry, Broly.
That was not good at all.
You'll be dying alongside this planet. Where do you think you're going? I was going to escape with you. In a one-person pod.
Look at that, bro.
True extent of my full power, you could never
Here,
hope
guys.
to possibly match me no matter how hard it is that you try, demon. Wait, just hold on now, just listen to me, Kodo says, for it doesn't have to go and be this way. As I was the one who had went and forged you into the warrior that you currently are, Jiren, because if it were not for me, then you would be nothing. And so while you understand this, you need me, Jiren, and so just think about how much stronger you could ultimately become if you go and take this moment to let me go. For I can go and offer you so much more than what you could ever go and dream of becoming if you simply go and take this moment to let me go, because think about it. For what would you become and who would you be without me, Jiren? With Jiren responding, well, you're right about one thing here, demon, and that is the fact that you are still indeed without a shadow of a doubt the primary one who was responsible in having to shape me into the mighty warrior that stands here before you. However, going and letting you go after everything it was that you did and nearly breaking both my mind and my body would be the greatest possible mistake that I could ever come in having to go and make, as it is because of this very pain that you had went and brought down upon me. It is hereby my exact reasoning on why I could never let you go, demon, for you should have ended my life when you had the chance all those those years ago, because this is where your nightmare will finally come to an end, Jiren says. Then so prepare yourself, for this is where our fated story finally comes to an end, and just like it was when you had went and slaughtered my friends and my family, I too will now go on to ensure that there will be no mercy, as there will be no escape and no second chances given, for you had went and had ultimately brought this down upon yourself the very moment when you had went and forced me to go and watch as you picked apart and ripped away at everyone that I had once cared about. For I just want you to go and simply know that this isn't vengeance, demon. This is justice, Jiren says. And so now go right ahead and take a very good hard look at what is standing right in front of you, because this is going to be the last face, along with having this be the final time that you will ever get to go and plague this universe ever again. To which it was only explosively enough within this very moment now, as Jiren had created and gone as far as to unleash a massive supernova that went as far as to swallow Kodo's whole. It was only with the other Pride Troopers having to oversee this from a distance as Jiren went on to finally vanquish and destroy Kodos was when Dispo went on to then quickly chime in. Whoa, what in the world? Incredible. Just look at the size of that thing out there now, will ya? Well, he did it, as I couldn't be any more proud in having to watch Jiren finally get the closure that he's been looking for ever since he was a child. As now that he has, I can only hope that you are finally at peace within, Jiren. To which, as Belmar went on to then oversee this himself, was when Belmar then went on to quickly chime in. Yes, that's the way, as I'll have to go ahead and
I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. You found a power key. Go slot it.
I said this speed as fast as possible.
Great! You know what to do with that key.
One more.
This is bad! Somebody's
Hey,
down!
what the heck?
Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. That's a new power key! Place it now!
Flying Nimbus!
Anyway.
I'm putting you out of your misery right now!
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. This is bad! Somebody's down! Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
You're looking simply flabbergasted.
probably not going to be able to make it in the very first turn, but
Flying Nimbus!
Great! You know what to do with that key.
Before you die, allow me to show you what a fully evolved Tuffle is truly capable of.
Gotta find this AP.
That's a new power key. Place it now. Access the startup system from the central area. Just a little more to go, then you're done.
Transform!
Flying Nimbus!
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
You look to be in pain. Don't worry, I'll make it stop.
We have no, dude, I'm the only level 3.
The startup system's under attack. It's dangerous, so tread carefully if you want to get Holy hell!
Why, teammate?
Split some ultra-defined water with the supply.
I have
There's
a
so much I can
wondrous
do.
gift for you.
Abnormalities in the body.
I'm no longer.
Baby, my lord, accept this and rise again!
Welcome.
You make it make sense.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. system is under attack. Stop it if you can, but retreat if you need to. Got it?
You serious?
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
What kind of use out the shape with him, man? Guy died for no reason. He's for real, man.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. The startup system's destroyed. The escape time machine's almost prepped. You need to head for the beacon that's indicated by a blue light.
It's on now!
Heal up any of your allies here once they've calmed down. I've got your back.
Did they see me? Yeah! Come on!
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
I think he's gonna make it.
Serious?
Now then. Well then, how about we finally get serious about this, hmm?
admit that even for someone as intuitive as myself, Belmont says, watching Jiren become the very storm that had once consumed him is almost poetic in a way, to know that the very demon who once sought out to destroy Jiren's soul as a child had ultimately fallen victim to that very same soul in the end, Belmont says, as you did what you had to do, and because you did, you have my highest praise along with my utmost respect, Jiren, for we had always known that your day would come, and upon us here today, that very day is, Jiren, and so well done. And what a beating that was on top of such a powerful attack to go and close things off too, and so very good, Jiren, very good indeed, with Topo then having to quickly chime in, Jiren, my friend, I am so very proud of you, as I can only go and hope that you were finally able to find peace through closure, for the nightmare that had plagued you ever since you were just a little boy has at long last finally now come to an end, to which as Ultra Instinct Jiren was then beginning to remember his clan parents alongside Master Gichin was when Jiren then went on to say to himself, thank you for everything that you have done to help mold me into the warrior and the person that I am today, Master Gichin, and while I know that I was never able to truly ever say goodbye, Jiren adds, I can only hope that this very moment in time was as loud and as clear as it could possibly be, in having this be the day where I can finally say goodbye for good to all of you, Jiren says. And while there is still much that needs to go and be done while we are all still here, Jiren continues, I pray with a humility that I rarely ever allow for myself to express on the surface, that your souls, wherever they may be, can now find eternal rest in having to know that the torment of their final moments and their injustice of their passing can now finally be brought to an end. But then, it was only within these very moments now from out of nowhere, as Angel Margarita had then gone as far as to make her presence known, was when Margarita went on to address the Pride Troopers by then responding, no, well, there you all are, as I've been wondering as to where you had all went after I had left you, but now that I have found you all, Margarita adds,
Mac, you gonna buy that new Pokemon game next week?
Listen very carefully to what I'm about to go and tell you all, for the very message that I come bearing is a matter of absolute importance, and so do try your best to follow, Margarita adds, as it is a directive from Whis himself that had passed down onto all of us through the angelic conduit that we have all held earlier, for the very order that was given to us was to have all of the remaining angels across the multiverse anchor their posts in defending their universes, no matter the cost in not having to go and leave them behind, Margarita says, as we are to stay and protect our universe from any and all invading members of the demon realm, no matter what, which was a direct order that Whis had went and given onto us, Margarita says, just before his energy signature was completely shown and having to vanish. But to go and make matters even more interesting than what they already are, it was brought to my attention just a few moments ago that the other angels had confirmed the presence of the Omni Kings, Margarita says, for their very energy signatures had appeared simultaneously across several quadrants of the multiverse, which only now means that they are no longer confined within the sealed barrier that was placed over their palace, but instead are now finally free. To which, if in fact this proves to be true, and in fact the Omni Kings are now set to be free, then so is everything else that was once trapped alongside them, which could only mean that they are both now on the move and more than likely looking for the whereabouts of the Grand Minister. And so while we are all here and all together, we are to remain within Universe 11 and defend it from the demon realm no matter the cause until we are given the order to go and do otherwise.
I thought you were talking about me, because I got a Raider match too.
If Whis and his universe aren't successful enough in going to do anything to stop or slow any of this down, one thing that I am in fact actually very sure of is now that the Omni Kings have been set free, Margarita continues, it'll only be a matter of time now before they go and decide to take action against those demons, which we could only hope won't end up resulting in the complete and utter destruction of everything as we know it. To which it was only just moments before Piccolo was shown having to increase his size and having to further aid the Supercell Max unit against the Leviathan was when Piccolo then went on to quickly respond, oh damn these demons and their ridiculously vast and annoying legion of demon warriors. For if I don't go and do something soon to help assist that Supercell Titan model against that giant monster that he is fighting, then there's a good enough chance that he just might go and run out of power.
carnival of terror begin.
Appreciate it, Matt. Well,
Give me the Dragon Balls.
now lucky.
You have my thanks. Give me the Dragon Balls.
I don't have any. Please don't kill
If
me.
you do not have them, then I have no need for them. Give me the Dragon Balls.
What is this?
No way.
Where are the Dragon Balls?
I have them.
They should be up there somewhere.
Where are the Dragon Balls?
I'm sorry, everyone.
Hero, I tell you right now.
Anyway, I'll make sure your death is quick. Eradicate them! Where are the Dragon Balls?
What is that?
You're a fool! Eradicate them! You won't eat death again once I've torn you into a million little pieces! You have the esteemed privilege of being the first to see my next fall! Rejoice!
Here goes something. I can't do this.
What have you done?
This is it! It's not good! Done!
Come on, Dragon Balls. Change!
Let's begin, shall we? What is this?
Soon, which is the very last thing that either one of us need to go and have happen right now, and so here goes. Oh damn it, this one's sturdy, but it's the only shot that we've got in bringing this monster down, and so you are able to go and understand me, can't you? Well, hurry it up and blast this monster by using everything that you have, because I won't be able to go and hold him all for much longer, and so you'll need to go and destroy this thing while I'm still able to hold him in place. Which it was only within these very moments now elsewhere on the battlefield as the elite demon Kyrax went as far as to address Kaima in not sensing Ultra Android 17 approaching from behind, when Kyrax then went on to quickly respond, "Hurry now, Kaima, for we mustn't go and continue to choose to go against them, for we should go and retreat and fall back into the pits of the demon realm before it is too late, as we will only from there go and try to forge a new plan to go and use to destroy these creatures, along with bringing more of our warriors onto this planet, so that way we could, sorry, but I never quite said that we were finished here," Ultra Android 17 went on to then quickly decapitate Kyrax by responding, "nor was I truly going to stand around back there and watch you monsters go and get away with what you had done, and so now this is the price that you will now have to go and pay. And so now say goodbye to any of those plans that you and your army had been looking to go and use here against us, because you aren't going to be sticking around long enough and seeing them backfire on your fellow army anyways." "Oh, Kyrax, no! Why, you low-down, rotten hunk of garbage," Kaima responds, "as I am going to go and make sure that you pay dearly for what you had just went and did to him. I'd actually go and be more worried about yourself here," Ultra Android 18 went on to then quickly dash towards Kaima by responding, "and as you should go and pay closer attention instead of having to go and worry about what happened to your ally over there, because just like him, alongside with the rest of your kind who had taken it upon themselves in following your orders by coming here, for you too will wind up in having to join them in the grave," Ultra Android 18 says upon being shown having to then unleash a gigantic blast and swallowing Kaima whole. "And because you have went and decided to go and wage this battle here until the bitter end, then here's to the very ending that you had just so desperately wanted from the very moment that we started fighting here, demon." As it was only seconds later, with Ultra Android 17 then being shown having to join his sister and congratulating her, was when 17 then went on to quickly respond, "Whoa, that was incredible, 18, as I knew that you had the power along with having it what it takes to destroy that monster for good, and so now good job, 18, with Ultra Android 18 responding, "I warned that loudmouth that I was going to have her number, and soon enough she got exactly what she had coming from the very moment that we had went and engaged against them, 17, and so now good riddance," to which all the while as Broly was then shown having to approach the demon scientist Sugami, was when Sugami then went on to quickly respond, "But wait, now just hold on for just a minute there, Saiyan, for I am no threat to you whatsoever, which is why you ought to go and redirect your focus elsewhere, because I'm not, so no." As because he only appears to be getting closer and closer here. And just wait a minute here, will you? And so just hear me out, because if you want to go and put your power up to the ultimate test, then I am not the one that you ought to go and test it out on, mortal. And so just wait a damn second here. But it was already too late, or at least seemingly so, because unbeknownst to Broly, as the Demon Dark Master Jogo was then shown having to appear behind him before being shown tackling Broly through another portal, was when Sugami then went on to quickly respond, as you should go and listen to me here, Saiyan, because you have far bigger things to go and worry about while you're out here with me. And so, if you don't believe me, then you might want to go and take a look behind you, since you seem to be all muscle and no brains, which is why you will lose. Oh no, you don't, you rotten Saiyan. Jogo then went on to quickly tackle Broly by responding, for this battle between us is very far from
Beyond
over,
Dragon Ball Super, the entire story of the Dark Masters and the Demon God Majin.
You will now be coming back with us, as we intend.
A little warm-up. Don't get cocky, boy. Are you disappointed? Oh, what a complete moron.
What, are you feeding these kids?
That should be
idea.
everyone. Welcome.
Got jumped.
So disappointing. I expected more. Don't tell me this has been a waste of my time.
Guys, let's try to get a W this match.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks. I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots. You found a
That was
power
an
key.
accident.
Go slot it.
Holy hell. Flying Nimbus!
I picked the worst spot to land, bro. I literally landed where the radar was.
Oh, man.
Once I revert to an egg, I must bury myself underground for 3 years. There my soul matures.
Anyone out there? Thank you very much.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Great. You know what to do with that key.
Flying Nimbus!
That's a new power key. Place it now. This is bad. Somebody's down.
I was down to the top.
Extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Press my dragon chain fast.
Change!
I owe you one. Flying Nimbus!
Probably one of these front caves.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick. An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Fortunately,
Holy hell!
looks like my time has come. Bro, it's just an it's just not working.
Access the startup system from the central area. Just a little more to go. Then you're done.
Nasty.
I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
I did not.
The startup system's under attack. It's dangerous, so tread carefully if you want to get closer. The startup system is under attack. Stop it if you can, but retreat if you need to. Got it? This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Don't get cocky, boy.
Goes nothing. Here goes.
Ally down!
Wait.
If you intend to rescue them, watch out
Nothing
for
good
enemies.
Blown a bit.
Now, state your... It shall be done. I will grant your wish.
So disappointing. I expected more. Don't tell me this has been a waste of my time.
The startup system's destroyed. The escape time machine's almost prepped. You need to head for the beacon that's indicated by a blue light. I've sent the escape time machine. Use it to get out of there.
Ooh.
Alright guys, I'm going to end the stream now. If you stayed this long, I'd like to say thank you. Appreciate it. Shout out to everyone in the chat. We got some wins, we got some losses, but we had fun. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Most likely in the afternoon. That being said, have a good night guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Good night, guys. W stream. Appreciate it.